Welcome back to this dead-ass show that nobody remembers about. This time, it's gonna be a little bit more special because there will be 3 segments to this episode. The first segment, I will answer a YouTube question. The second segment is going to be me, talking about a pretty funny thing that happened over the past 2 days or so. And then the third segment will be archived footage of me trying to film the longest AskTheCringe episode ever. And I tried to split it into 3 parts, but then I got bored midway through answering the questions. So I was like I got bored midway through filming the video, so I just, never finished it. Yeah, without further yapping, let's get straight into the first segment, which is going to be me answering this question that somebody left me underneath the comment section of a community tab that only a few people saw, and only one of you was brave enough to leave a comment there, to leave me a question. So yeah, we'll answer that right now. Favorite genre of EDM that is not drumstep related. Yes, I now know you like drumstep a lot, so one thing you should know about me is that I love drumstep. I love it to death. Part of the reason is because it's labeled red on NCS, and red is my favorite color. Yeah, it's really been the perfect opportunity for me to wear a red shirt, but who gives a fuck? But anyways, red is my favorite color, and the genre of drumstep is associated with that color on NCS, which is also ingrained into my brain at this point. And the genre has some really catchy songs, so I like it. But then, outside of drumstep, if I have to pick if I have to pick a close second, I think it would be house. I do love me some house. Like progressive house, melodic house, and even future house. I don't particularly like bass house though. Bass house is quite hit or miss for me. But for melodic house and future house and stuff along that line, I do love me some of those. So yeah, to answer your question, house. Alright, done with the question. Now, onto some tea. So, a few days ago, somebody from the community unearthed this pretty old video of me. It's not that old. It's over a year ago, which just feels wild to say out loud. But it was a year ago. It was just basically me doing this in an episode of a show on network television. So it's a huge deal. Basically, the show revolves around a scholarship given to soon-to-be freshmen from the southwestern region of Vietnam. You also need to come from a pretty poor background with shit ton of family issues. But then you are still brave and intelligent enough to achieve tremendous academic achievements over the years. And I was lucky enough to meet all of those 3 requirements. So, I got offered a slot on the show. And yeah, I received a pretty substantial amount of money that kind of helped out with my journey in university. So, I was really grateful for the opportunity. But then again, looking back on it now, looking back at the video now, I find it pretty cringe, not gonna lie. It's just a setting in my brain at this point. To look at older stuff and cringe. Look at my older stuff and cringe. But yeah, somebody unearthed that video, and then later that day, the same guy, posted a community post comparing him to me and VMH, another pretty famous Vietnamese ranker. In it, he states, and I will read out loud, thank you. VMH, valedictorian of the university entrance exam. A huge deal. Yeah, huge deal right there. Has a YouTube channel with nearly 1,000 subs. Yeah, this just hurts to read. It just fucking hurts to read. I've been on YouTube like, what, months longer than him? But somehow he attracted more subscribers than me. I'm not taking offense, I'm just like, you know. I mean, I'm a little bit jealous. I mean, who doesn't? And then eye-catching editing style. I don't typically prefer that type of, like, that style of editing, but, you know, some people find it enjoyable, and, you know, it's up to you guys. It's up to them. And then we come to me. Alright. Valedictorian of the school. I was basically the top dog of the school. Pretty easy thing to achieve since I go to a school with a bunch of shitty students. I mean, over the years there have been more and more like good students who attend that school, but you know, let's just say most of the students in the school are shit. So you know, it was pretty easy for a dumbass like me to stand on top of the school. I get treated as a saint. Like, for those of the students that, you know, witnessed my witnessed or like heard of me, like, you know, giving the school some kind of like fame. Yeah, gaining the school some fame through like, yeah, through another thing that I did here. Won many awards in English debating competitions. Now, to be fair, I didn't start joining debate competitions until I got to graduate. Now, university. Yeah, until I got to university. Before that, I did public speaking, which is more or less the same as debating, except, you know, debating is more argumentative. Meanwhile, you know, public speaking is just you basically yapping about the project that they assign you. So yeah, public speaking and debate competitions and, you know, some other good stuff. Yeah, I got a decent amount of awards to my name. Which I even flexed on camera multiple times. Not multiple, like I sometimes flex my achievements on camera. Though as a gag, as a bit, but you know, I still did that, and yeah, and then yeah, going back to that whole appeared on TV thing, received a scholarship, and also yeah, received a 7.9, like a 7.5 band in IELTS, which I, you know, made a short about, like a YouTube short about. It was basically me before entering the exam room. You know that you suck at a YouTuber when the only thing they remember about you is your academic achievements, which is a thing that nobody flexes like on YouTube. Like, nobody flexes their academic achievements on YouTube. The only thing they remember about you is not even the channel. It's about your achievements. It's your achievements. Academic achievements, like, yeah. So yeah, you know, you failed as a YouTuber. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it was fun to yap about that for a while. But now we shall move on to the third and possibly cringiest part of the video. You know, looking back at these archived footage. You know, looking back at this archived footage. So yeah, roll the clip. Well. Guess who's back again? Yeah, it has been a while since the Labor Day episode live stream. Anyways, without further ado, let's go. All right, let's just cut to the next part. What is something that once you get immersed in, you feel so happy that you forgot all the unhappy things? Quite a few. I mean, I would say maybe watching YouTube videos. Yeah, that might be a very basic answer, but yeah, for me it's watching YouTube videos. And we got a bonus from our good old friend, Priotrodon. What was your most productive project so far? If we're talking about like all the projects that I have planned, it might be the follow-up of the ranking your birthday releases on NCS video. That would be my most productive project because I had to do a lot of research, and I typically hate doing research for anything, let alone a YouTube video. But yeah, it's for YouTube video, so I can bear myself the research. Do you have one decision that you regret not making earlier this year? I do. But I don't want to talk about it. Like, I've made a lot of mistakes, but I cannot pick just one to like air out onto YouTube. And even if I can, I don't think I ought to reveal it. Let's just keep everything all private so far. I'll give you what it's generally about. It's about getting scammed. So, that's the only thing I'll say about that for now. A game you usually play that no one knows or plays. Oh man, there are so many. There are just like so many. I would say I don't know how many of you are Rick and Morty fans, but yeah, I do play Pocket Mortys. Like I've uninstalled and reinstalled that game a bajillion times. And some of you older channel fans would remember that I used to have a second channel where I would just upload gameplay videos, and yeah, that was all about Pocket Mortys. So that game is something. I also used to be really stuck in on Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery just because I like role-play games and all that stuff. And then it got a little boring for a while. And yeah, like there are a whole slew of games. There's a whole list of games I've uninstalled and reinstalled multiple times. And I'm not going to like. I'm not gonna name them here, but yeah, just know that there are quite a few. Speaking of games, side tangent, I really want to do like an Among Us episode, like an Among Us gameplay episode with a bunch of other rankers involved. Yeah, it's just gonna be me in a lobby with a bunch of rankers playing Among Us. Yeah, this idea was suggested by Ray, like somewhere. I think it was on his community tab or like his comment section or anything, or something. Oh yeah, it was on Ray's community tab post. I'll try to put a picture of the post here if I can. So yeah. I got that idea, and I was really stoked. Like, yeah, I really want to do this. I want to make this happen. But there are, like, I know that a lot of people are, not too thrilled to, like, share their voice or whatever onto the internet. So, yeah, this probably might never happen. Unfortunately. But, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we can think of something for that. So yeah, it's just a little side tangent. Yeah, but I really want that to happen. Make it happen, people. Make it happen. And yeah, invite me as well because yeah, I'm probably one of the few rankers that like share their face and voice like comfortably on the platform. So, what are your most obscure hobbies? Or should I say the weirdest? I don't have any like weird hobbies, but yeah. I mean, I do draw. I'm not gonna say what I draw. It is not anything inappropriate. It's just something very like man-childish. Yeah, it's just something very man-childish. So yeah. Have you ever suffered from bullies? Not really. Like, I don't have, like... I've never suffered from, like, traditional, like, school bullies. But I have gotten into fights with people. Yeah, I've never been, like, bullied. But... yeah, no, I really don't know how to answer this. But, yeah, I've never suffered from, like, school bullies. But I have gotten into fights with several of my classmates over the years. But yeah, what are your thoughts on new rankers having their favorite song plus view count as their name? I mean, like with a fire, I didn't really think of it much. But yeah, like when a fire first like debuted it wasn't really like, or like when I first knew about a fire, like. Yeah, it wasn't that huge of a deal to me. Like, it's like, this guy's just naming this guy's just naming himself after his favorite NCS song. Cute. And then it's kind of started to spiral. Yeah, it kind of started to spiral, and yeah. Hold on, let me find something real quick. I'll be right back. Yep, that was the very last clip I filmed that day. Very anticlimactic, and like I didn't even get to the meat of the question. The meat of the question. That dumb fuck. But to answer the question, probably I'm totally indifferent to it. Like, people can name themselves whatever the fuck they want. Like, there are names that I do find cringy, but again, it's their choice to name themselves whatever they want to name themselves. So yeah, I'm totally indifferent to that trend. Although I do see it a lot. I still see a lot of people name themselves favorite song, view count. Like, I still see it to this day. It's been going on for like, what, over a year now? Like, I'm not telling y'all to stop, but like, it's kind of weird that it's lasted for over a year. So yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for my yapping session for the day. Or should I guess the month? Yeah, this took a month to make. I didn't intend it to last a month, but I mean, I'm just that lazy. But anyways, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this crappy ass video, and then now you can do something else. I guess like you no longer have to watch this damn video. It's just gonna be yapping for like another minutes of seconds. Alright, I'm gonna end your suffering here. See ya. Goodbye. Whatever.